Whoa, what's going on? Whoa, whoa, wow, whoa. So I took a little bit of a break. I moved. It sucked. I thought it was time. I'm a new model. New year. Same me. And keep being a pussy ass bitch, you know? I put coffee on this one. How do you feel? It is good to be back. I'm Hemlocke. If this is somehow your first time with me, I'm a gargoyle. I am a model maker. I am an annoying internet creator. I'm a VTuber, unfortunately. I've never done a real debut. I didn't like the idea of expecting people to just like show up for like just a new model, you know? I do it like once a year. So I thought I'd do like a new intro, new model. So welcome back. I'm happy to be back. So I've never done a real VTuber debut. And I thought, what do the people do? Q&As, PowerPoints. So, PowerPoint. What do? I draw. I do a lot of art streams. The people like art streams. They keep me accountable because I take really, really long breaks between portions of art to find YouTube videos to watch while I do art, which is dumb as hell. I animate. I animated my loading screen, my BRB, other people's loading screens and BRBs. I make models. I work in Live 2D, RawHeTuber, PNGTuber Plus. I make GIFs. I make frame animations. I do talk sprites. It's my thing. I make drink recipes. I've been making drink recipes based on my friends. If I haven't shared them already, I will probably make a page on my portfolio to do so because I love them. I play games, a lot of MMOs. Guild Wars 2 is my main game. I backed Ashes of Creation about a decade ago, and it's fine. I played Chicory live and cried so hard during a boss fight that it killed me a couple of times, so that was fun. My likes. I like making recipes. Again, making recipes based off of my friends. I'm including coffee, hydration, and alcohol. I love complaining. Oh, it is my main way of connecting with people. The beginnings of all of my streams are pretty much just complaining. I love whining. You know, it feels good. I love coffee. I roast my own coffee in a Dash popcorn maker. Video games, it's kind of a given. I grew up on computer games. I bought Guild Wars 1 when I was 9 because my mom didn't want to pay the World of Warcraft subscription fee, which did create a bigger problem because I still play Guild Wars, both of them. I make millions of PNGs. I have like 5 different Fugi techs saved. I make gift tubers for myself. I make a lot of Rahi tubers. I have one for drawing because I don't know how to set up my desk for drawing and streaming. My camera can't see me when I draw because I sit like a shrimp. I love reviewing media. I am very critical. I have very high standards for books, very low standards for movies and shows. I love gross books. I read weird science books. I read Nabokov. I love books where like things rot and people get stabbed and dismembered. I start a lot of arguments on Instagram. I forgot I added that one. I love to tell people that they are wrong on the internet in very gentle ways, and then when they double down, I gentle parent them. And then if they yell at me, I block them. Dislikes. I didn't go very in depth here. I dislike a lot of things. I don't like customers. If you leave the house deciding to be a customer, I hate you. That includes myself. You know, it happens. Sometimes you have to purchase something. Sometimes you only have the time to do a thing near the very beginning or the very end of a business's schedule. And you feel like the devil, and you should. 10 Hail Marys. Doing my job. Most of my customers at my day job are my friends. And they know that because when it gets to the end of the day and I see a car pull up that I don't recognize, I say, "Who the fuck is that?" Emails. Very important part of my freelance work. Answering emails feels like I am being hunted for sport. And it sucks so bad. Favorites. Green. I like matcha or celery. A dark academia, like the color you paint the wall, like darker green with like a gray undertone. Beautiful. Potatoes. I love potatoes so much. I love French fries. I love au gratin potatoes. I love mashed potatoes so much with ketchup. Don't fucking say anything. I had funeral potatoes for the very first time this year, and I would die for them. Drinks. I was a barista, and I am currently a bartender. I love brown sugar lattes, apple chais, and peppermint matchas. It depends on what I'm doing that day. I love bourbon. It is a big problem. I love cheap, shitty bourbon like Jim Beam, and expensive, fancy bourbon. Dad's Hat Rye is up there. I like whiskey. I love horror very much. Me and my spouse have been watching a horror movie pretty much every Friday night for a year and a half, and it has been wonderful. I've been reading horror books, just read The Invocations, which was quite good. A woman gets flayed a little bit, just a little bit. Miscellaneous stuff that I couldn't figure out where to put it on the other slides. Chronic pain. I'm hypermobile. I have a connective tissue disorder. Whatever it is, I don't fucking know. Probably just hypermobility spectrum disorder. It doesn't matter. My joints overextend and slightly dislocate or subluxate. If that's a word you know. My hip comes out. I reached out of the car window the other day to check the mail, and one of my ribs popped out a little bit, just a little bit. And if you know what that feels like, you know that like the pain isn't the important part. It is the fact that it is so strange to your body that it is the most uncomfortable thing ever. I'm incredibly political. I am annoying. I am the intolerant radical left. And I need you to know that. I need you to know that. I'm non-binary. I don't know how that didn't come up earlier. I use they, them pronouns. I don't give a shit what label anyone uses. I do not give a shit how medically or socially transitioned someone is. If they tell me that they are that thing, I go, cool. And I use those pronouns. And I describe that person the way they want to be described. Because I love and cherish people. And if they want to do a thing that does not affect me in any fucking way, I let them do that thing. I'm a hater. First and foremost, I'm a hater. Ooh, I'm a hater. It's probably why I keep getting turned down for video game partnerships. I will talk shit on things I hate. I will talk shit on things I like. Because I think that liking a thing means wanting it to improve, wanting it to be perfect. I do my best when somebody asks me, like, oh, can you, like, cool it on this thing? But I can't always make promises. I have 7 billion models. I went over this earlier, but I do think it does have to be reiterated. I make a new chibi model every 2 years. I make a new model every year. I just made this one. I use the same head as the old one. You can do that. You can Dr. Frankenstein yourself. And if anyone says you can't, tell them to email me. And I will send them a photo of me flipping them off. That's it. I clicked to go to another slide that doesn't exist. So what does this mean? I imagine you thinking, what does this mean? I am going to try to stream once a week. That is my goal. Once a week. Some recorded stuff. More art streams. I kind of want to try and make a NeoCities website. If you want to be around for me relearning HTML, it's been over 10 years. But a break was very needed. I was very, very busy and depressed. As of today, the 5th of January, I just looked at a fake watch. I have not sold the house, but I've moved. We're close. And I felt that enough time had passed. And I want to stream again. And I want to work on freelance and streaming and being a little weirdo on the internet. I miss it. So, happy to see you. And it's good to be back. See you later.